Hey guys. So first off, Merry Christmas. I'm going to jump into this bonus reading in just a moment. But first, let me mention yesterday's winner is Gnome E. So Noam, and then last initial is E, like elephant. So thank you so much for joining me. Gnome, to collect your prize, please just email me whenever you have an opportunity. My email is right there in the description box. And then you can tell me where in the world you would like me to mail your prize to. Speaking of prizes, you guys, I had just gone live today and done some free reads and gave away some free prizes. And at the end of it, I realized that I had forgotten to give away several of them. So at the end of this video, I actually have 5 prizes to still give away. Okay. So stick around for the end, and there's 5 more things to give away. I'm sorry that I fumbled that, but maybe this is fun. So here's our story begins like this. So this morning, as I took my dog out for a walk, we were driving over to the trailhead, and I was slowing down, just about to park, and somebody flagged me down, and this guy in a truck asked me, could I jump his car for him? And he had the cables. I was like, I don't know how to jump a car, but but he did it. So in any case, all I can say is this: it was kind of quirky, not kind of, it was super quirky, because I pull over, and he pulls my hood up, and I can see, like, a little gap where you can look through, and I see that in the front seat of his car, he has a dog. And at first I thought it was an Akita. No, it was a red heeler. Well, of course I have a blue heeler, and they're not dogs that you see very often. And what's really uncanny is that yesterday I met an Australian woman out walking with her Australian blue heeler. And it was just so quirky that 2 days in a row, I see somebody with my dog. So I guess it's just confirmation I got the right dog. But the other thing about that is the word jumpstart, really important. And man, it worked great. Like, his car started right up, and everybody was happy, and I drove away, and all was well. Is something about to, like, jumpstart your life? Is there something new that is happening? That was just kind of an interesting thing to have happen. So I wound up with some good vibes off of it, because I was like, well, that was fun. I was just thrilled that I got to see a red heeler. But it's like I got something out of that exchange too. And now his car is driving again. So we all walked away happy from just a simple little 2-second exchange. But is something like that going to happen where it's like a spark, right? You touch the wires together. Well, I guess in this case it's jumper cables, but is something in your life setting a spark, and it's giving you some moment of like, wow, I'm really happy. And from there, things start to go better and better in your life. I don't know, but that's the energy vibe that I'm going to start with. And let's do Lenormand deck right now. Let's start there, and we'll see where this storyline takes us. Hi, guys. So nice to have you with me. Merry Christmas to all of you as well. Excellent. Oh, wonderful, Carl. Thank you for the email. I'll check that. You'll hear from me probably later on. It may not be tonight. I might email you tomorrow, okay? Because I've got some Christmas stuff going on today. Okay. Sorry. We dropped our first card. I dropped our first card. Oh, okay. And I always come up from that looking so tidy and organized. This is about love. This is the heart. This is about romance. This is about together forever. If something is being jump-started, is this jumpstart my heart? Isn't that a song? I don't know who sings it. But if there is something about jump-starting a connection, bringing something to life, even the fact that I saw 2 blue healers, 2 things that are very unusual to see. Most people do not have that breed. Is this like 2 people that are of like mind? We got the anchor. This is not drag us down. This stabilizes us. This anchor has a very different meaning. We have a love that stabilizes us, gives us something we can hang our hat on, gives us a place to call home. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Is this the energy that is shifting? Again, the jumpstart means something was dead, and something is being awoken. Something is coming back to life. And it definitely can only happen, well, in this case, like, had to have a car jump his engine, right? So one person seems to be lighting up another's world. And okay, now we have the rider. Now these cards interact with each other, okay? So we've got the heart leads to a sense of stability and groundedness, leads to, I don't know if this is like, hey, we're going to tell our friends and family about this, or if this is Hey, now I'm coming to see you. The rider usually brings a message, but it also talks about getting on that pony and riding. It talks about going somewhere. It talks about actually riding forward. Oh, you guys, this one's giving me chills. Also, I would say that it is one person taking the action because this is card number 1. Let's see. Ooh, okay, we just got 3 more. And I knocked the rider all the way over there. So this is definitely, these 3 have something to do with the rider. So the rider, being that the rider carries a message. Now, the one thing about this is I've never been a fan of the fact that the rider rides a carousel horse. Now, I love the fact that it's riding over the rainbow because this talks about all happiness, all good news. But the carousel horse is sometimes like, it gives us the illusion that we're going somewhere. We're not. We're just going round and round. But this could be, I'm orbiting you. I get to come see you on this day. Then I still have to go back over to where I live, but then I get to come back again. This could be making plans of how 2 people at a distance get to see each other as they are making the plans to really solidify something and make this be their permanent home. Because we've got a plan. We've got 2 people of the same heart, same mind. Yes, this is what I want. Yes, this is the grounded, stable relationship. Might we have to, find ways to make this work until we can have a home together? Yes. I feel very much like this is a long distance thing, or 2 people that are figuring out how to cohabitate. Like, okay, when is your lease up? Okay, then you could move in with me on this date. Okay, until then we'll just have to do the distance thing, driving across town or flying back and forth, or however far apart we are. We're not going to be that far apart because we're going to be in the same house. Oh, I like this. We're going to tell everybody all about this. It's time. When it's time, everything will be made, plain to everyone. And here's the thing. We have the clouds, but you notice that the timing brings about the sunlight. The clouds, we always have, like clouds block the sun, but then we also have a silver lining, and then we also have a break in the clouds. In this reading, if this had been on this side, I'd have been worried, but it's not. It came out in this order. So now the side that's touching the divine timing is the break in the clouds. Something had not been very happy, maybe for a long time. Maybe that's why we needed the jump start. Maybe somebody had been, feeling like their eyes were full of rain clouds, lots of tears, lots of sadness, sorrow. This is not that story anymore. And if it begins with the idea of jump starting, and if it begins with 2 very unique people finding each other, and I only say that because I saw those 2, blue healer and red healer on 2 consecutive days and almost in the same area. I was going to the same hiking place, by the way. But something that is unusual to see, unusual to have happen, and then it leads to me jump starting somebody's car and all of these things falling into line. I just feel like all of that's a very serendipitous set of circumstances, but somebody's heart is coming back to life. I do feel like it is one person who is their heart's being jump started by the other. And this gets pretty serious pretty fast, and this turns into something beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I am so happy about this reading. I love the fact that we have this. We're planning on how to cohabitate. Okay. But the card that actually gives me a question mark is the thing about the divine timing, and then having the clouds on the other side of that. So hold on. Let's go this route. Tell me about hold on. We're going to use this deck too, but I'm wrong. I want a deck that I don't know where I put it. There. Okay. Hold on. Because I'm talking about divine timing, I would like a deck that has something divine first. And this is going to be probably a broad message because I know the nature of this deck. Oh my gosh. Really? We just got 4. Okay. We'll keep them. Summoning power. Ooh. Wolves mate for life. What do we see? We see 2 wolves. Now we could talk about a wolf pack, but this is like pulling the power for these 2. This could be the twin flame kind of, or soulmate kind of read. Summoning power, instinct, intellect, control. This is about, I feel like this relationship is, maybe it starts out pretty fast. Or maybe it's a situation where, we did say that there might have been lots of tears and stuff in the past. If it's a rekindling, maybe it's something where to explain to everybody what's going on. Hey, when it's the right time, right as we're moving in together, we're going to announce it to everybody. This could be something where they know, like, friends and family might not understand all of this. They think it's too fast or whatever, but we are going to go ahead and explain. Hang on, that card just fell. We're going to go ahead and we're going to explain, like, look, it is what it is. We both know that we want to be together. We're choosing this. We're confident about our choices. Portal, infinite mind, awakening and consciousness, building your own world, creation, expansion, and networking, and achievement, effort plus intention. It feels like the two of you are going to create a world for the two of you to exist in. It looks like what the two of you create together is a portal that leads you into a new kind of life. Maybe you guys are even going to become, oh, look, it's a buffalo. That's my animal. Anyway, the two of you are going to create something. Maybe you're even going to be business partners. You're going to do something. You're maybe both uprooting yourselves and choosing to live together where neither one of you has ever lived before. It could be something along the lines of, when you go through a portal, it changes your entire life. If someone is either joining you or you are joining them, I mean, it's going to be a major, anytime you start to cohabitate with somebody, it's a major upheaval. But this has everything to do with, in the face of anybody that doesn't like maybe support or agree with what is happening between these two are very confident. Like, no, we're choosing each other. We know that we're choosing each other. Why? Because, well, okay, so there's that break in the clouds. There's that portal card all over again to me. A break in the clouds always looks like a portal. And so it's a way to cross back into the sunlight, get through the clouded times. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. So two people have to confidently choose each other, and they don't seem to have any issue with this, but there must be something, maybe a little taboo or something about them being together, or being together more quickly than somebody the family agrees with or something. We're going to take those two cards. We just got Four of Swords and we got Spirit of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, definitely somebody could be not so thrilled with the fact that two people are choosing to get together. So my hair is itching my whole face. It could be because both of these individuals, either they had hurt each other at one point in time, or they were both hurt at one point in time. And it could be that friends and family are like, are you just jumping into this because, you were wounded? Don't you think you should wait longer? Don't you think you should heal more? It kind of seems like somebody is disapproving of this possibly, but it doesn't change the fact that these two are saying, no. See, you don't understand. You don't understand. This is my person. I know I'm theirs. They know I'm theirs. This is how this works for us. Our life is not everybody else's life story. Ours is this unique thing where, only you can keep your own counsel. Everyone has to keep their own counsel. But it does look like somebody, they know that someone's not going to either be disappointed or someone's not necessarily going to be thrilled, which is why I think this is about timing. It's like this couple wants to have pretty much everything organized and already have the plans put in place, like this is what we're doing, before they maybe tell everybody else about it. Or there's something about divine timing coming into play where the timing will work out just right. But I do feel like it has to do with letting other people know what's happening. Maybe it's like closing out a contract, quitting a job, moving into a new job, whatever this is. When we have to use this, summoning instinct and power and control, it does mean that we're taking charge of our own life. So I think that someone did not have charge of their own life before. And I also think somebody else was pretty, brokenhearted, or maybe didn't believe in love anymore. But this is all changing. Like I said, it's a jump start. Something shifts, something changes, something comes together. And if this is a brand new person, it could take off really fast. Go from like meeting to knowing it's serious to we're making plans that are long term to like, wow, this is happening. we're moving in together. We're together. And I do feel like there's just somebody here is not too thrilled. Somebody here feels like that's too fast, but it's not really their call to make. I mean, people who love us and care about us, if they have great advice or great, things to think about, nothing wrong with hearing them out. But ultimately, the only person who can make a choice is the individuals involved, right? Tell me just a little bit about what preceded the swans here with the heart. What preceded this? Warrior of Pentacles. And there's my buffalo again. Wow, to get buffalo from two different decks in the same reading. I don't know why. I just love that. I love the bison. I love buffalo so much. To me, that's very powerful, very sweet. It has significance for me. But this Warrior of Pentacles, obviously, it's been slow going. It's taken a lot of power, a lot of... somebody's been working toward this for a long time. Somebody else, I think, had shielded themselves and was just trying to work through heartbreak and hurt. But there has been this consistency that, things will get better. I know at some point it'll get better, and bam, here it is. It does. It gets better. Also, this is card number 24, which of course yesterday was the 24th. Yesterday could have been a day where you made a Christmas wish and said, you know what? I really want something. I don't want to keep working towards something. I want it to come and drop into my lap. And maybe that's why it shows up. I don't know, but that's interesting that we started with a card that technically should have been about yesterday. But, Christmas is a time for, wishes and dreams and hopes and goals. Maybe this is a Christmas wish for some of you to meet someone, and now, and really acknowledging, like, I'm ready to meet the right one. I'm ready to have success. I've been having to heal. I've been wearing my suit of armor. I've been slowly moving forward. I've been consistent, and now I'm ready for that to happen. Two of Swords in the reverse. Like, I'm ready for that to happen. I'm ready to open up. I'm ready to love again. So I think someone was receptive. I don't think that jump start happened to somebody who was closed off. If someone's been sitting around, because I'm asking what preceded this, okay? So prior to maybe yesterday, someone was not sitting there with arms folded saying, I'm not ever going to love again. No way, no way, no way. This was somebody who was saying, I've been working toward healing. I would love to love again. I don't know who it's going to be, or I don't know how things are going to work, but I would love to have that in my life again. And bam, here we go. This is the time that things change. Why? Because somebody was confident that they were willing to open back up. So this is really, and that makes sense, right? I think it's very hard to say, well, I want this, but I won't do anything to receive it. So this reading is more about somebody who says, I want this. I truly have wanted this. I truly am receptive to it. And so the universe is like, hey, I heard you, babe. Here you go. I think that this is like one of those reads where somebody wanted something stable, something long-term, something serious. They've been opening themselves up to it. And that is why something comes in. And again, these are only stories, right? I'm not a psychic, not a fortune teller. I don't tell you how life is going to go. I don't predict anything, and I don't give advice. My stories are just stories. But if you love something that you hear in them and it motivates you or makes you think, I do want that for me. All right, universe, I'm not going to sit there with arms folded. I'm going to say, universe, bring it. I'm ready for something amazing. That to me is how we manifest. So hopefully my readings are always just that, just some food for thought. We've got this Queen of Wands in the reverse. This, look, I kind of feel like somebody confidently said no thank you to an ex. Again, this is all what preceded these two people finding each other and having their hearts jump started. It's because the Queen of Wands in the reverse can just represent a karmic cycle, could represent us trapped in a karmic cycle, could represent somebody who was trapped with a karmic partner. They confidently are cutting this off, saying, no, I don't want to keep thinking about the hurtful situation that I had with an ex or exes. I don't want to keep being tangled up and tied to an individual that I'm not growing with. I release that. I release myself from that. And that is where and why maybe this whole thing has been possible. Oh, I like this reading. Tell me a little bit now about the, hang on, I should change decks if I'm going to keep asking questions. I would like to know more about the writer. Tell me about the writer, because that's the message that comes in, right? that's when we're already kind of establishing now. We've jump-started a situation. We got two people that are interested. We got the Moon and the Six of Pentacles. So we've got, it's time to reveal everything about who we are to each other. So we have these two who fall for each other, right? We have love, and we have the two people saying, yes, I'm committed to wanting to see where this goes with you. Yes, I am committed to wanting to see where this goes with you. So let's plan that. Okay, what comes next then? What comes next is we really openly communicate. We make sure that we spend time together, and we actually open up more and more to each other. Anything that we've been holding back. So this is the goddess Hecate. She is the guardian of the crossroads. She decides what information can come in and what information can go out. Because we have the Six of Pentacles, we are opening up those gates. We are opening up lines of communication. We are allowing someone to come into our world bit by bit. We're trusting bit by bit. Now, she has dogs. She's associated with dogs. And obviously she has a couple of very fierce Dobermans, kind of like let me put it this way. This is turning into one of those reads where, yes, two people have found each other. Two people are open to having a true romance, but they're also smart enough about it that they say, this has to be fair. This has to be equal. We have to both consistently reassure one another that I am trustworthy. I will tell you more about me. You tell me more about you. We have open conversation where we ask each other questions. We get to know each other. We don't dodge. We don't hide stuff. Things that we used to maybe hide from other people, we feel comfortable opening up to each other about. These are the deeper things within us. These are our hopes, wishes, dreams, goals, fears, vulnerabilities. That's really what the Moon card is about, is the stuff that's under the surface. The vulnerabilities, we're in a safe space. We don't have to feel vulnerable because we're dealing with somebody who holds our heart carefully and we hold theirs carefully. There's not the nasty judgment. There's not the, I'm going to one up you. I'm going to use your information against you someday. And, whatever, play mind games. There's none of that here in this storyline. And that's what the writer is all about. That's why it's probably revolving, because we are going round and round each other, and she's staring right at us. This is like, let's take this ride together where we learn about each other. This is like, we're enjoying this process also. It's not an interview session where it's like, so tell me, what are your hopes and dreams? It's not like that. It's not cold. This is warm. This is a safe space with this other person to open up about who both of you are to each other. This is beautiful. So no wonder we're getting pretty quickly to the idea that I could put down roots with you. This could be my home with you. I like the idea of this. We have a number 4 on there. That's, almost like a 4 of Wands. A 4 of Wands is about a stable home. It's about two equal partnerships coming together, lovers coming together, building something stable and harmonious. The gate is open here. The door is open. We're welcoming someone into our house, but our house is made out of roots. This is like, heck, maybe people are having the big conversation like, I'd like to have a family. Yeah, so would I. Or I'd like you to be a part of my world. If you do that, of course, you're going to meet my whole family because I'm close to my family. Yeah, I like that too. We got the Hermit. The Hermit came out sideways. This is Virgo energy. I feel like we still have a little bit of double checking. Like, I've called this in for myself. This is all about healing. This is about this heartbeat drum is representing exactly what someone's heart was ready for, especially the Aurora Borealis with the North Star. That is someone's inner compass. Sideways, this is saying my days of being alone are over. My days of being a healer are not, maybe because I've met somebody who's just like me and we're going to heal each other. I read cards however they come out. So if it comes out sideways, it stays sideways, because I feel like this is neither I need to withdraw and overthink things, nor is this like, well, I'm going to put it all out on the line. This is more manageable. This is where it's like we have two very deep people that I feel like are a really beautiful match and will continue to heal each other and make a safe space, because they both are, I think, of a similar heart. Like, they both want stability and foundation with one another. and they want to make a different world than what they've lived in. And I think that's very significant because of these cards that we saw earlier, making a new life, going through a portal. All of this is like, I think this is an example of two people who want the kind of love that you don't often see other people have. That's why it's their version of a life choice, and two people who happen to uniquely have the same idea of what an awesome relationship looks like. It's their vision for it. They happen to share the same vision. Other people can call it whatever they want. Oh, that's codependent. You want to be with your person all the time, or you want to do this all the time, or whatever. Who cares what anybody else classifies it as? These two don't care what anybody calls it. There's always somebody who's going to tell you how your relationship should look, whether you don't spend enough time together, or you spend too much time together. Somebody's going to have an opinion. These two could care less. These two are making their reality, and it's because they share the same vision of what a good relationship looks like. So whatever that means to you and your person, it's up to you. It is beautiful because this doesn't affect anyone but the two of you. And I think that's maybe the key to all of this being super like a mature romance, because who cares what anybody else on earth says about us? It ain't about them, baby. It's about you and me. Hold on. We got to do one more. I guess we're going this deck. Tell me about the clouds. Ooh, sorry. I almost dropped that whole deck. That happens a lot with this deck. I almost dropped this one. Four of Wands is actually in the reverse. High Priestess in the reverse. Princess of Cups in the upright. So remember when I said this is like, sometimes there have been, rain clouds and such, right? But now we have breakthroughs in that once upon a time, maybe both of these individuals thought, man, I don't know. Is there anybody who thinks the way I do? Will I ever meet somebody that matches me and what my vision is for a great relationship and a great romance and a great partnership and, all of that? Will I ever come across that? This is like, you always knew that you would. The High Priestess in the reverse tells us that, of course that's going to come across. Of course that's going to happen. You've always known that that was going to happen, but you can't jump the gun. Well, here I started this out with jumping. Hold on just a second. So Zarina, I don't predict anybody's life. I'm not a fortune teller, so I don't answer questions. And this is just a bonus video. So I just wanted to mention that to you so you don't keep putting in that question, because I won't be answering that because I couldn't possibly. Okay. These are just for entertainment, sweetheart. So anyway, I wish you lots and lots of success though. Okay. So if this situation is all about two people that maybe they thought in the past they'd found their perfect match and it didn't work out, and it was, disheartening, even closed off the heart chakra for a little period of time. But then deep down, they kind of knew, maybe I need to go back to the basics here and say, I want to start by building trust with somebody. That's ultimately the best way to build trust and slowly enter into a connection with somebody. And I believe that that's possible. Someone never really lost faith in this. No matter how much heartbreak there was always a knowledge that, but I still feel like what I want is what I want, and that my person is out there and I'm going to meet them someday. That's kind of what this looks like to me. Both people had very similar ideas on that as well. But I love the fact that to me, the most important thing is we start slow. We open up the heart chakra. Why? Because we're, let's go back to that, the Six of Pentacles card that we saw. Two people feel safe. Two people are giving equally in the connection, getting to know each other equally, and really being able to, connect with each other one piece at a time. So that's a pretty, what I would say is that this looks like a healthy love story. Not that it's my place to say what's healthy or unhealthy, but I just mean in the context of two people being on the same page, feeling safe with each other, developing trust. I guess to me, that sounds pretty nice. That sounds pretty healthy and supportive. So, all right, you guys. So I'm going to end that part of the reading. And now I have 5 prizes to give away. Now, just real quick, oh no, Zarina, you're fine, sweetheart. I just wanted to give you a chance to mention that to you because I could see that you really wanted an answer. And so I try to address things whenever I can. You guys, thanks everybody for being here. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Catherine. A Princey girl. Hi, sweetheart. All right. So I have 5 prizes to give away. Now, when you enter to win, please don't enter in the chat if you're live with me right now because I won't see the chat again. So you'll want to enter in the comment section. Okay. So 4 of these are the same item. So these are the, and they're already wrapped up. So I'm sorry that they're wolf cards, I think. Yeah, they're wolf cards, but inside it's a scratch it ticket that's just a fun little, like a fortune scratch it for the year 2022. So if you guys would like to receive one of those, let me know. And I just have this yellow stickies on here because I'll write your name on it once the winners are chosen. You'll know who the winners are tomorrow when I do the next bonus video. Okay, but here's the other prize, and this prize is totally different. This is the one I had already intended to give away today, but then I realized I had to tack on those other 4 scratch it tickets. So it is one of my purple wolf cards. I don't know why I just love this card so much. And so I kept with a purple theme. So inside is one of my Inner Light cards, which again has very much a purple theme to it. And it comes with a mandala, just because mandalas are so soothing also. So it's very much about healing, soothing energy. So if that appeals to you, you can enter to win any of those. If you want to be specific, if you're like, well, I want to win only this, but I don't care about those other ones, you can just tell me what item you want. You can write mandala, okay? And then I know that you're talking about this prize. Or if you don't care which one you wanted potentially win, just write the word any. And that's all you have to do to enter to win. Okay. So we'll keep it nice and simple. Anyway, you guys, thank you everybody for being here. And Zarina, no apologies necessary, sweetheart. I'm honored that you're here. I'm super glad everybody is here. I hope everybody's having an amazing holiday. Hi, Day. Hi, Pepita. Oh, it's so nice to see you guys pop over. Hi, Talia. Ray of the Sky. Oh, that's a great name too. Anyway, you guys take care. Mwah. Bye.